Okay, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. So, let's continue where we stopped. We just took out this group of enemies here. Now let's head down here. Let's try to loot this guy. He has 2 gold. I'm gonna try to learn as much as I can, as quickly as I possibly can, so that this doesn't become tedious to watch. But I think we're gonna have a blast. Okay, we've been slowed down, I think, by oil. What's this? Nothing like watermelon for a taste of summer and a mouthful of bees. I'll take the watermelon. Pretty sure it can probably heal us. 116 gold. That's a lot. I don't see us going up here because this whole place is on fire, so... First, let's go take a look in this box.
A lifeboat! That means there's still a chance.
Dig in the rope! Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
I think we should go back down there and chat and help the Well, let's go back to the lower deck and look for survivors.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
Okay, I think this is the ladder. So we're back down to the same floor we were on. I remember the Magister was down here.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious, and
Can we...
the Magister lies on...
I guess we cannot rescue this one.
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. Wait, void broken.
Okay. Wow, these guys are making me look like an amateur. Okay, let's take a look around here. First, what can I use? Elemental arrowheads, ricochet. Let's try this. We took this one down, and I think let's use the fireball on this one. Yep, path is interrupted. I think let's just try to kill the other one first. And 95% chance to hit.
Breathe the water for me.
Nice.
I'm ready.
I'll yield. None.
That one burned to a crisp. They're making me look like an absolute amateur here. Let's see, is there... I think we're just out of range. Let's move to here and try to get off. Still in cooldown. Okay, let's try to get off an attack. It says path is interrupted. How much does this cost? It uses 2, so I think I'm just gonna move.
Let's not tarry. This old tub is about to burst.
Away. Please help me. We don't have much time.
Okay, so they're moving out, but we cannot move. I'm not gonna take that.
Here's something. It's Magister Siwan, the one who put on this damn collar. Sounds like she needs help.
Let's just read this. I don't want to steal it. Well, we read it already.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound.
Okay, let's look around for some way to help her.
With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth, soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture.
Of course we're going to try to save her. We're not going to try to leave her.
Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror.
Let's hold it tighter to the wound.
It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder.
Well, we decided to save her, so I think we're gonna see it through.
Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan, then cracks.
She's going down.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Rivellon.
Well, the Order's right about one thing. First comes Source, then comes Voidwoken.
Okay.
You're the lone survivor. Well, thanks, disembodied voice.
There's a shell. Okay, so we escaped. Let's open the crate. You've discovered a waypoint. Fleeing combat will bring you to the nearest waypoint. You can also quickly travel between waypoints. What waypoint are they talking about? Oh, I guess it's this one right here, right?
Brachus Rex. Who's that again?
Broken vase, candles. Let's see, bowstring. Unexperienced marksmen will want to keep more than one bowstring on hand. Even this thing's high tensile strength won't last forever. Okay, good to know. 9 gold. We'll take that.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Say I'm not a stranger, I am Los. Okay?
Hi, Losa. I'm Tam. Are you a sorcerer too?
I guess let's say I must or I wouldn't be here.
The child screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy.
Let me ask him why he's out here alone.
No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway.
Let's see, let me ask him if his parents know where he is.
They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home.
Yeah, get off the shore.
But he didn't die.
Let me ask him why he doesn't seem... You survived the Void Vulcan attack by the skin of your teeth. You should really find somewhere safer to go.
There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
So why don't you seem scared?
Guess I am. But it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Crate is empty. I'm gonna try to explore as much as I can before moving on. Sight range indicator. There are enemies ahead. Press down to see their sight range. You can sneak in transparent red areas, but opaque red means you're spotted. Well, I don't see their sight range. Okay, I see that. There's just 2 of them. I think we can pretty much, well, let me try not to get into combat yet. Oh, it's the Red Prince.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
Okay, let's just say we're glad to see he survived the shipwreck.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, 2 smoldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Okay, let's just say we doesn't do to stand by idly when people are in danger.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as the whole slave business is concerned, let's just forget about it. You may as well have your freedom. Now then, if there's nothing further...
What are you doing here standing on that rock?
I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs, dramatic.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
Yeah, let's just go with the lowest option.
A consciousness. Very good. And the water it may drown in. Life and death. Why not?
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
Yeah, that's a rather specific vision. Why an empire?
Of course it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
Actually, I don't know who you are.
Oh, may the seven have mercy on their own creation. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the spouse of the sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Okay, let's see. Invite him to travel with you. Maybe you can even help him win his throne back, so that you two would have this and that to sort out. He's welcome to tag along if he wants. Well, let's take on a partner, I guess.
Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. One of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company.
Okay, I guess we'll look for him.
Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic and, yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
Well, I'm gonna ask him to stay true to his vocation.
Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include your Majesty, your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
Okay, splitting party members. Hold L2 and use the L to highlight a party member. Press triangle to split. Why would I want to split? Let's see. Tension increases as more crimes are committed and is naturally higher in certain areas. As tension rises, others are less likely to forgive your indiscretions. Oh. Oh, okay, that means I can select the party leader. Good. Now that we've recruited our first... Is he coming? Oh, okay. Okay, so splitting makes them stop following you. Now that we've got him, I think we're gonna head over here and try to take on these monsters that we found. It's gonna be 2 against 2, so we should have a good chance. Okay, so let me see what we're gonna do. Let's encourage. Okay, and then the next thing I'm gonna do okay, let's see. Target a surface in melee radius. For 1 turn, elemental damage matching that surface is added to your ranged weapon attacks and ranged weapon based skills. Keep saying invalid. Okay, I guess that's not how to use it. Fire a normal arrow that deals 5 to 6 physical damage and then finds another target within 5 meters. I think I'm gonna go for ricochet. How the hell does this thing know our name? Okay, wait, so I'm controlling both of them? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so. Let's go back to the hot bar. Let's knock this one down. I thought that party members were able to. Okay, first, can we attack this other guy? It says path is interrupted. Actually, we can. But we don't have knockdown. I guess let's finish this one first. And our path is interrupted, so how about if we move okay, now. Four to 5 damage. Okay, now let's see what we can do. burning for 2 turns, I'll take it. And maybe we can attack with a blade. However, I think if we go in there, I don't want to waste this one yet. I feel like if we attack, we'll get burned. Because the environment is burning, so I may not want to move there yet. Yep, we restored our armor. Good move. Okay, reflection dialogues. When your party members have exclamation marks above their heads, highlight them and press X.
Stare at the slain beasts and comment that they must have been the cause of the shipwreck.
Okay, let's see. I just want to get out of here before any more of these things show up.
They didn't put up much of a fight. Dry land mustn't suit them.
Let's see, we got leather scraps here. Okay, I kind of thought that you could have them fight automatically. Maybe you can.
That's Magister Jalen. He wasn't so bad on the ship, at least. Poor fella.
Okay, nothing in there. So I'd love to have a party that is independent and can move and fight by themselves. Maybe we can work on that later on.
A black cat. A herald of wisdom in my homeland. How fortuitous.
Here's another kid.
Hey, lady. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me.
Okay, looks like we've found the town.
Magister, now speak.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna say only the gods are fit to take back what they have given. Or yeah, that whether she's telling the truth or lies, you won't find out by mutilating her.
Stay silent, you!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness.
I believe we're done here.
What a waste.
What the hell went on there?
Will be needed elsewhere. Where is he?
Okay, we're about half an hour in, so let's take a break. We'll be right back with more Divinity.